Figured I would show you what's in a minimalist makeup bag. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, She's French, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe. So today's video is one I was building up to with my last video where we decluttered stuff that was in my makeup bag that was getting a little bit too old. I'm kind of on a mission, and I say this carefully because there's some things that are super tempting that I want to get. But I'm on a mission to kind of just have my core everyday makeup in my makeup bag and not accumulate anything extra. So that's why I did that recent declutter. I'm also still trying to figure out my routine with French products or brands that are available in France. There's some things I used to use in the US that I can't find here. So it's kind of changing. But anyway, I figured I would show you what's in a minimalist makeup bag. It's pretty curated, we'll say, and I'm also gonna show you guys my brushes because that's part of it too. So give me a second to pull out things that are alike so that we can talk about them. And by the way, I am blonder now. I really tried the natural look, and I don't know, I feel like I've been blonde for so long. I've been blonde for like pretty much a decade on and off, and there's just something about the blonde, but I'm trying to be careful and not overdo it. I don't think I'm gonna go as platinum as I used to be, but yeah, I love it. So anyway, don't mind my hair. It's a little bit like a funny texture right now because if you bleach your hair, you know, after you get it done, it like feels kind of weird, and then you wash it a couple times and then it feels like it's normal texture. Okay, so first off, this is my little makeup bag. This is a super cute makeup bag. It's linen. It's not necessarily a makeup bag, but I got this for a reason, and that's because I keep everything in a drawer in my bathroom, and we literally have only one drawer. So I wanted something that didn't have too much structure and basically that it could collapse onto itself because there's just no space. It's like a recurring theme in my life in Paris is that there's not enough space for everything. So good thing I'm a minimalist because otherwise I don't know how we would do it. So anyway, this one is from a brand called Nobodinoz with a Z. It's a kids brand. I have 3 of these actually because for the same reason I like to put things in there and then collapse them. I have one for like my hair tools or like brushes, combs, hair ties, and then I have another one for more miscellaneous things like nails, you know, little headbands you put on when you wash your face, things like that, and they work great. So anyway, I'm actually going to give you a little overview of what I'm looking at because I think it's nice to see it visually laid out too. So let me flip the camera. Don't mind the brushes not being the cleanest. I wash them weekly. They just look like that because of the foundation, honestly. So let's switch back and go through everything together. I'm gonna go through the products that are alike, kind of in the order that I use them. So first things first, I will apply my foundation. This is the Chanel Les Beige Touche de Teint Water Fresh Complexion Touch. This is really recognizable. It has those little bubbles in it. I haven't ever seen anything like it. I think there's a CoverGirl one that came out, but I'm pretty happy with this. And I don't think the CoverGirl one is that affordable. I think it's about 30. This is just from what I've seen on TikTok. Don't quote me on it. But anyway, this I've talked about a little bit in my empties video. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it right here. I used to use the Ordinary Serum Foundation, which was a very specific kind of foundation. It was literally like a serum, super lightweight, but still had a little bit of coverage, which I need. It's very different from like a BB or CC cream. It's completely different texture, very watery, I'd say. This is the closest thing that I found to that. The only thing is that the price point is insanely different. The Ordinary, I think I used to pay between $9 and $15. This is $75 new. I've bought it twice now. I'm not telling you about a product I haven't tried. This is my second bottle. I finished the other one, loved it. I buy them on sale. So thankfully I've been able to find it discounted twice because they are not cheap. They do last a really long time. I use about 1 to 2 pumps when I do my makeup, but you know, it's still a considerable purchase that you're making when you buy this, but I really, really love it. I'm using the shade B20, and I guess next I will show you this. I'm not that impressed by this, but I'm really trying to finish it because I have it and it does a little something, but when I'm out, I don't think I would repurchase this. This is the Rare Beauty, it's so small, the under eye brightener, and this is the color Light. This is very cool. This is a metal applicator, which I do really like that. It has this like cooling effect when you put it on, and it does brighten really well. Honestly, I got influenced and I saw this on TikTok and I was like, oh, I want to try it. I bought this a year ago, so I've had it for a while, but I don't find the coverage that good. I think it really is just a brightener, but if you need coverage under your eyes, which I do because I look tired quite often, you need another concealer. So speaking of, this is my concealer. This is the Chanel Le Correcteur de Chanel concealer. This is the shade B10. I find that these are really complementary shades, B20 and B10. Honestly, I knew that I liked this, and it's so hard color matching and finding things. And you know, when you have your brands that you're used to and you can't find them, because I used to use an Ulta concealer before, I was like, okay, like Chanel has a shade that matches my skin, I'm sure they'll have a concealer that matches. So I went to the counter, I swatched a couple, instantly I saw that this was a good one and I bought it, and so far so good. I really like it. I think it's like kind of a messy, it's like a little bit of a messy tube though, I am gonna say that, but it's not an issue. The next thing I use is the Merit Bronze Balm. This is Seine, like the river in France. I love this color. It's still hanging on. I am getting kind of dangerously low. I love this color so much. I find that it's really natural. It blends so well because it's creamy. This is the last of my Merit products apart from my brushes. I would love to restock on Merit, but they are not available in France. So I'm really hoping they'll come soon because it's gonna be a struggle to find something similar to this or like a similar color. Just, I don't know. I don't even want to think about getting to that because finding a foundation was hard enough already. So when that is on, I will then set with powder, and this I've used for a long time. This is the Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. I love it. I run out, I just repurchase it. I love that it's not completely clear. It has a little bit of like a beige color to it. So it sets really nicely, and then I think it gives you like a little bit of an extra something. I really prefer this rather than like the white translucent powder. I do also have this. This is the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake Powder. I actually bought these at the same time. These were kind of going viral together on TikTok a year ago, and I was so excited when I found this because I loved the results that people were getting. But I don't know, I'm kind of having a hard time using it. I think I'm not doing it right, and I need to figure out how to do it because I find that it's really obvious. I think it might be a brush issue, but you can really tell that I have something here, and then if I mix with this, I need to figure it out. I really like it. I think the color is stunning. It is so brightening. I just find that everyone else on TikTok puts it on so well, and then when it gets to me, it's like not as good, but I'm not getting rid of it. I don't know that I would repurchase it when I run out. I mean, I am so far from running out. It's full. I would definitely always reach for this over it, but I'd love to figure out how to use this because I think it's so pretty. Only thing though, this is so heavily scented. If you don't like scented makeup, you may not like that. It is strong. I guess we can now move on to this. This is kind of in a category of its own. This is actually eyeshadow. It's fluid eye paint by, I think this is a Halsey's brand, About Face. Ryan bought this for me in the US when he was in the US. I thought it was so cute. This is all around the same time. I was like on a super pink moment when this was happening. I love this color. It's a very cool tone pink. Exactly the color of the tube actually. And I use this as blusher. It's a little bit cooler tone than I think you'd want for blusher, but I don't put a lot. It's gonna take me forever to finish this. I literally do a dot, and this you should use when you have something creamy if you're using it like I am, which is not the use that you're supposed to, because it's very hard to blend and it will stay on where you put it. So put it on a brush first, or put a little bit when your skin's already moist so that you can blend it. I really like it. Obviously when I run out, I won't be able to repurchase it, so I'll move on to a different blush, but I love this kind of pinky color for blush. Sorry if I sound a little bit gross. I've been sick for the past 2 weeks and I'm finally coming out of it, but I think you can still kind of hear it in my voice. This is, I think, my favorite thing in my makeup bag. It's so beautiful. Everything's rolling off the table. This is a major splurge, but I think it's gonna last me my whole life. I think it's gonna expire before I can finish it though, because it's huge. Like when I tell you this is jumbo, this is a jumbo. This is Les Symboles de Chanel Maxi Poudre Illuminatrice Oversized Illuminating Face Powder, and this is the shade Pearly White. This is a newer product, and oh my god, I wanted for something else. I wanted to get this or something. I can't remember what it was that I was there for. Oh, I went to get brushes because I really wanted to get a pretty brush because my other brushes were getting so old. You saw that. And I saw this and I fell in love, and I actually left, thought about it, and then came back for it. Look at that. I'll swatch it for you so you can see. This is super special. I've never seen anything like it. You get to choose, there's 3 colors, and then you get to choose, I think it's between 4 or 5 designs within the pan. Makes no difference apart from you just pick the one that you like the best. I thought the camellia was so pretty. This is a highlighter, but I use it on my eyes, kind of like how I used to use the puppy highlighter that I showed you in my declutter. I use it the same way. I actually don't have it on right now, but normally it's always there. It's a super glittery, like silver glitter. I'm gonna do my best to swatch, but you know. Here it is on my hand. It's so pretty. It's not just highlighter style, like this one actually does have visible glitter in it, and that's why I got it, because I love glitter like this. I used to use the Glossier Play like little gold flakes. That's so old. They don't even have Glossier Play anymore, but I've always liked to put glitter on my eyes. Then I was using a highlighter, but it was still kind of just glow rather than glitter. So then when I saw this and I saw that it was like a really straight silver, like no like colorful under, you know when the glitter shifts and it changes colors, this is like a true silver, and I've never seen that before. So this was way too expensive, but for the size, I mean, yeah, I would have rather a smaller one for less, but that wasn't an option. I need to try to find other uses for it so that I'm not, you know, still barely using any before it expires, because it's so big. But I really love it. It's such a like special little thing. Here it is kind of rubbed in. I think this is the ugliest swatch on YouTube. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you can see the color from. Next, I guess we can talk about eyeliners. I have 2. I have the Too Faced. Can you even say that on YouTube? I have the Better Than You Know What. Oh my god. Eyeliner. I used to use the e.l.f. like $1 or $2 eyeliner that I loved. This is, I think, 20 to 30. I've had this for a while. It's good, but my e.l.f. one for $2 was so much better. So if you can get that one, I would recommend it over this one any day. I don't know, I'm not like wowed by it, but at the same time, you know, it's eyeliner, it does what it's supposed to, but the e.l.f. one was just so much better. I can't tell you exactly why. I did like the brush on it. This is fine. This is a felt tip. But yeah, this is what I mean, that I'm kind of struggling to find comparable things to what I was using. I feel like everything that I'm getting right now is so much more expensive, which I don't love. But then again, it is quite a pleasure to use like something like this. Like pulling this out makes you feel good, you know, like it's the whole brand strategy behind it. I'm definitely falling into the marketing here, but you know, it is Chanel after all. It's special. And I do find that you're not just paying for the logo, you are getting like a really nice product out of it. I'm super happy with the Chanel bits I have. This one. Next is a MAC eyeliner. MAC is so nostalgic for me. I love MAC. This is the brown felt tip. I love this one. I find that it's not super heavily pigmented on the eyes though, so I actually use it for freckles because I do little freckles on my nose. I think it's so cute. I do use it decently often as eyeliner, but I prefer how the black looks because it's more intense. I love the look of brown, but I think this goes on almost more gray than brown. If you have a good brown eyeliner, I would love a recommendation because this one's good, but it's not deep enough. This is my old freckle pen, and I think I'm actually gonna pull it out. I was keeping it because I was like, this one is strictly eyeliner, and then this one is freckles. This is so not okay. It's like you see the tip from far away that it's like it's done. So I'm actually gonna pull that out right now. Last but not least, we have lips. And oh my gosh, I thought I had way more than just this. Everything got too old. There's a product I'm really considering, and I need you guys to tell me if you think I should get it or not. I really want to get the Icy Blue Dior. Is it a lip oil? I don't know. I'm new to the Dior world. But there's this icy blue one that goes on the lips, and it's not blue. It just kind of like neutralizes your lip color, and it's like a really pretty like baby pink color, quite neutral, and I'd love to try that. But I'm like, I mean, I have these two. Do I need another lip thing? Especially if I'm trying to have like just my core products. But I don't know. It's so pretty. I keep on seeing stuff about it and I'm so tempted because I think it's quite similar to the MAC lipstick that I love, Aloof. It has that kind of like neutral, it has that kind of neutral color to it. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, let's talk about these. These are the Rhode Peptide Lip Tints. I have Ribbon and I have Espresso. I have Ribbon on my lips right now. It's pretty sheer. You can see that there's like a little pink tint to it, but I love these. I have had issues with them going a little bit grainy, but I absolutely love them still. I saw that if that happens, you can dunk them in like a cup of like hot water and it fixes it. I think it's the shea butter in it. There's something that solidifies in a certain temperature, and that's what's happening. If you were to get one of these, I would recommend Espresso always. This one has a very deep color that I haven't seen because, you know, there's like a lot of dupes now. A lot of products are coming out that are very similar to each other. This really is a dark brown and it's so beautiful on the lips. And I think it would complement a lot of skin tones. I don't know that this one is a strong enough color to do that much, but this one you'll really notice when you have it on, and it's just so pretty. And these I love to layer together. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Foxy Brown Lip Liner. Boop. It's a quite similar color to Espresso. It's quite deep. I actually do wear this on itself. I just line my lips and then put chapstick on, and then it kind of gives that like kind of 90s lined lip look. I love it. It's so good with that. And it does work well with this, but this is quite sheer like I was saying, so of course it works well together. That's it for the makeup. Let's move on to brushes. First, my pot of 3 Merit #1 brushes. I think that's what it's called. This one's kind of losing hair, so I think it's my older one. Whoops. This brush, I think this brush has an award. It's such a great brush. I saw that Merit came out with another brush since, and I'm sure it's just as good. I love, love, love these brushes. I use them for my base and I love them. So this one is my foundation one. You can see it's like kind of wet because the products really are quite wet products. I use this for foundation, and then I also use it for my concealer. I just like pat it on. Then I use this one with the bronze balm. I kind of brush it onto the balm and then put it on my face. And this one I kept for doing the little pink blusher, which I haven't done in a while, so it's all clean. Just because this is not the easiest thing to work with when you're trying to do blusher. Like, this is not a blush, this is eyeshadow. That's why. But I love them. And actually I saw, and I don't know who came first, but I am seeing a lot of brushes coming out that are similar to this. This is such a good shape. Now this cup is a little bit more miscellaneous. I have a NARS sharpener. I got this specifically for that, which was kind of like, ugh, I have to get a whole thing for this, but I mean, I didn't have a sharpener. So this is great. This is a great sharpener, and you know, it's pretty, it's nice, it's NARS. Next, I have a little, a Chanel little puff. This was actually at the Chanel counter. I didn't buy this. It's like you can use it for sampling. So this is really nice. And then there's this little brush. This is also Chanel. This one actually comes with this. When you buy them, they come together. I'm keeping it just because it's so cute, but actually this is not the brush to use with this. It's really nice that they include a brush and it makes the price point feel better, although I have two now and I don't know what to do with them. I have one in my bag if I ever do little retouches on concealer because I was sick and my eyes were so watery, so I was kind of retouching my concealer. That's what I was using it for, so maybe it's nice to have as like an emergency brush for something, but it's too small. Like, imagine the time it takes to do your face. I don't have the face where I can just like, oh, I have a mini blemish here, let me just like, no, I still spread it all over my face. So definitely the Merit style brushes is much better for that, but I still keep it because I don't know, I can't bring myself to get rid of it. They're so nice. The quality is so nice. They're so soft. And here are my two purchases that I was showing you in my makeup declutter video. So the first one is I really wanted something beautiful because I display my brushes, not just because I want to display them, but literally because I have no storage and I don't feel right just throwing like brushes filled with makeup in my makeup bag. I don't want it to be like a disgusting mess in there. So I keep them on my like bathroom sink counter. And these are so pretty. These are pots from candles, diptique candles. So anyway, this is the kabuki in the retractable like casing. This is so nice. This is such a dense brush. I use this for powder and I do find that it gives a pretty smooth finish, but I wonder actually if this might be better suited for a bronzer and if I should do like a fluffier brush, although it's really fine. I just wanted to try something new. I don't experiment that much when it comes to makeup, but this is stunning. I do like that it closes. Ultimately, it's a brush, but I love it. And then the other brush that I got is this one. These are pretty much to replace my really old ColourPop brushes that I got rid of in my declutter. This is another one from Chanel. The lids have this. It's an eyeshadow dual-ended brush, so there's one that's more for blending, and I use this with this. And then the other side is a more precise kind of point, and I do like that for the under eye, because I do put glitter under my eyes too. I like to kind of mix it up. You know, it's such a fine, like sheer glitter that you can put it wherever and it looks cute. It gives you like a nice little glow, so yeah. So that's it. I just had to take a big old gulp because my throat is hurting me. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this what's in my minimalist makeup bag video. You know, ultimately I always keep my makeup quite similar, but I am trialing different things right now. I'd really love to know if you think that I should get that Dior Icy Blue Lip Oil or not. I'm like so on the fence. I feel like this is similar enough, but it's still different, you know? So yeah, let me know. I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. I'd appreciate it so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.